All, it is time for football. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday night primetime showdown between the San Francisco 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. That one finds Josh Downs. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's another Colts first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. I believe somebody on the Colts got to it first. They're luckily hanging on to the football.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
From Mr. Irrelevant just 3 years ago to one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And, Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No. But he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
First down, Purdy to throw. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Still going inside the 35. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San
The
Francisco.
49ers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Colts, nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First call here coming from the shotgun. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw now. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down.
That's a gain of 6.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him out to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
All set to go now from the 35. This time looking to throw. Now here he goes again. And he'll go down here, comes up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, he had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. Taken in by Downs, left side. All right, short of the marker for the moment. But they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's on target to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Off the play fake, he'll throw. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
It's a loss of 8.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already. These defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Defense sent them packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with second down. Looking in the air here. All the left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Brings up third down.
Third down. Niners going with some dime coverage here. Third and long for him here. Connecting again with Downs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt.
For the Colts.
And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out. And indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. Each one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even...
A bit short of it. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the 49ers the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. First down throw by Purdy. This is Cox going right back to Pearson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Purdy looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop. I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's another 49er first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Purdy on.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He'll try and run this. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A gain of 15 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Oh, Bowman's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers pull that in front further. 13-zip. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers right out to an early 14-0 lead.
Colts nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first two possessions. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He's going to throw this one. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throw here, third down. Complete over the middle. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
It's 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He's brought down by Latu. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19.
That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They start out 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he reaches the 35 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They toss right side to McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 5. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. On the counter, McCaffrey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Trying an inside win now with McCaffrey. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here's Purdy to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
I'm coming.
Now it's Purdy. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
On fourth down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Runs around him. He's got space. And this is going to be out of bounds. This defense catches up to him near that 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, play action. Down the field, he's got Pierce. He has this down to the 34. It's a gain of 22. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Throwing now on first down. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Number 14.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the red zone now. Bryant reeled in by Downs. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. They'll go play action. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular when the back ended up being the target and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down. The 49ers rush gets home and they drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Blake Grupe on to attempt a field goal from 37 yards in the right hash. Grupe sends it through. And that gets him back to within 11.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points, not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Isaac Gorindo to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They kick the running back in motion. Purdy throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They stick with McCaffrey. Have him gain about a handful there. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality game, and it moved the sticks.
First down, they go back to McCaffrey. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Purdy will sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Purdy's going to keep it again. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
He was taken down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Extra man in the secondary for the Colts now. 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. On the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Setting up to throw. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Complete to Michael Pittman.
So 3rd and 6 on deck, Brock, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long. They're going to throw. He's going to run for it. This one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Bryce Huff in on the tackle.
brings up
We get a
third
timeout
down.
here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Here he goes, third and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Now it's McCaffrey. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Colts in the nickel set on third. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. To the line. Here's third and 3. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of
The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, I suppose some praise is in order for bringing him down almost immediately and preventing a return. Definitely minimize the damage the best they could, but it is still a demoralizing outcome for this offense to give the ball away.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Dropping back to throw. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Keep it going, take it to him.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Had a two-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Sky Moore on the return. Jukes away from one. This manages to get just beyond that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off.
New set of downs for them from the 31. Pretty throwing here on first.
As quarterback, when you have an out-route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Play action now. Purdy. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And this one does not go far.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time. He coached Jim Beck last, and he was a head coach. You have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun is Purdy. He's going for it himself. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll gain 11 on that play, and that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. First and 10.
You know, these are the type of play in that big run that inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he'll knife his way through for a pick of the 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. And after the play, one of the Colts is still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. So first down from the 41. Here's McCaffrey. And he come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. give. It's McCaffrey. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage. It sets up your play action. It keeps that defense honest.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here he is on third and short. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
A gain of 11 on the play.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. The tight end going in motion right. Now again, McCaffrey. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's third down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
It's a gain of 14
Well,
yards.
that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5.
The tackle by
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Purdy to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, and on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Catch is made in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro.
Extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21.
Colts 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. He's dropping back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That finds Pittman, complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Taken in by Downs, left side. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. That one stopped by Upton Stout.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Across the 40. Nice run here. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts start the 2nd half with some needed points. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Blake Grupe to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game.
24, Colts 10.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And second down only works out for a yard.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. Looking to throw, Purdy. And that's going to fall incomplete on the look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Colts and receiver Michael Pittman Jr. out and ready for their next series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line.
Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. Second and 3 now. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Right side is reeled in by Warren. And he's brought down after a short gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Throwing it on second down. Cut out left. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
I'll throw it. Oh, he rocks that tackler. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of
something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing it again here. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Working now from the gun. Hits the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. He tries to sneak it, and he's in for the touchdown. The Colts shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts cut the lead down to 10.
Niners 27, Colts 17.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Garindo to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And he's tackled for a short gain.
To Jawan Jennings. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Off the play fake. Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. And they stop him right at the line of scrimmage as Tom runs out in the quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd down, Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
A gain of 47 on the play. And a 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Slot man in motion left. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Purdy throwing here. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
So Reed to give to McCaffrey. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They stick with McCaffrey. And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Again, here's McCaffrey. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
Purdy trying on 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Ricky Pierce, with the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead.
34, Colts 17.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Escapes the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Colts offense set to head out. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Receiver screen here. It's Downs. Inside the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Back to throw. Left side into the hands of Warren. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Pass play coming here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. I love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Blake Grupe on to attempt a field goal. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Catch made underneath by the back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the gun, McCaffrey. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
49er first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On the counter, McCaffrey. And big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Now it's Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Extra man in the secondary. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. This is McCaffrey, left side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts ready to take the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They go again with Taylor. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Keeps it on the option here. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
This time it's a passing play. Going with a screen to Taylor. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Gonna keep this one and go. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. McCaffrey in between the tackles. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. First down throw by Purdy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Hits him on the in route. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set now, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
On the gun is Purdy. Looking for somewhere to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
For the field goal, a 24-yard attempt.
Pinheiro goes. Kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I've got to make my
line.
PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. They're throwing it. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs from the 37. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Now can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. 4th down, pass coming. It's on target to Pierce. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They are throwing it again. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid game.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Behind the line, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, The body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They can run this clock out and head out of here with a win, even with 2 timeouts remaining defensively. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today, and boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out, they backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate, so much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE, bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.